What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I wanted to introduce to you something that I just purchased today. Not today, a while ago, and I'm showing it to you guys today, and we're going to do an install on it. This is the Advanblack Hand Guards. I didn't want to go with hand guards originally in the beginning, mainly because I wasn't like too big of a fan of how they looked, but about a month ago I went on a ride with my wife and it was so damn cold that I couldn't even feel my fingers anymore. It felt like popsicles. So that's when I started understanding the value of hand guards. So I started searching online for a little while on hand guards, something that I liked and that would look decent on the bike. And there was something that I saw from another YouTuber, Holy Shift, and he picked up the hand guards from Advanblack. So they look a little bit nicer than others on the market, in my opinion. And I've done business with Advanblack in the past. I like how they're local out here in California, so I decided to go with them. So let's take a look at the package and what we got inside. So this is the box that you're going to get. It's going to be, I don't know, what is that, 12, 14 inches. And then here's the bag with the parts. And then we got some nifty little stickers. Don't really use those. So this is what we got here. Let's pull everything out. I'm assuming that's the hardware. That's what it feels like. And here are the hand guards themselves. So let me get out my handy dandy knife here. Okay, so my bike is pearl white, sand pearl white, but I didn't go with sand pearl white hand guards. The cool thing about Advanblack is that you can literally get any color for anything on there. They literally have all the colors of the Harleys, and I'm sure other bikes as well. But I decided to go with the black, and this is what they look like. So it's the back side right there. And let me flip that around. So one of the really cool things about these hand guards is that these are rubber inserts. So they serve two purposes. When it's cold, obviously they're in there to block off all airflow, so it kind of protects your hands. And this is also cool for protecting your hands from rocks, bugs, whatever. Although if you're wearing thick gloves, you won't really feel it. But the cool thing about these is these rubber inserts are removable. So you can just kind of push them out like so that you can get some type of air movement when it's a really hot day. And that's what they look like without the rubber inserts. Another cool thing about these lights is they sell light kits for these. So they actually sell inserts that go into these slots right here that are lights. So they will always be on white when your bike is on, and then they will flash yellow when you turn on your turn signal or hazards. So these are a really cool feature, and it's a little extra added aesthetics if you decided to go that route. But I already have plenty of light things on my bike, so I didn't want to go overkill with it. Plus, for me, I like a cleaner look, and I didn't want to have to do any type of cord or cable or wire management on the handlebars. I already have enough of that going on with the risers. So let's go ahead and put these on. Alright, so I just took out all the hardware and I did a little prep on the hand guards. So this is what you're going to see when you pull out the hardware. You're going to have 3 different brackets. So here's the hydraulic clutch bracket, which we're not going to use because I have the Lowrider ST, so it's all cable. So we got the brake side, and then we have the cable side. And then also with the hand guards are these stickers that I pulled off right there. Do not use Loctite on these bolts, so we're not going to use Loctite on the bolts. I wish they would have used different stickers or maybe put something in the directions instead of putting it on the hand guards, because I had to use some glue gun to get the sticky stuff off. So that kind of sucks, but not the end of the world. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to get out these little guys right here. This is what I'm going to be using to fastening the brackets onto the actual hand guards. So we'll start with the clutch side. It's going to be this guy right here. Alright. And as you can see, it's longer than the brake side, so you can't really mix them up. Alright. And then next thing we're going to do is we're going to pop these bad boys on. So this will be from the left side. And that's going to go just like that. Which, we'll go ahead and put these guys on. So we got some washers. Make sure you put your washers on first. Okay. Put that on. Let's start this one right here. Nice little snug. Make sure this one's on there. Yes, good. Okay, that's pretty on there. All right, next we'll do the brake side. All right, so that's on there nice and stuck. That's what they're going to look like. And now we're going to go ahead over to the bike and we're going to put these bad boys on. So, first thing we're going to want to do is take off our mirrors. So, I'm going to start with this side. Make sure these washers don't go anywhere. Alright. I'll just set this off to the side for a second. Definitely make sure you got your Loctite ready. Okay. Okay, so we got my mirror, got my hand guard. This is going to go on like so, right up top there. This is going to go down like so. So that's pretty much how it's going to look. Okay. Looks like it has some adjustments, so we're learning as we go. You guys are finding this out as I'm finding this out. So, all right. Next thing you're going to want to do is get a little Loctite. Put a nice little. I'm just going to hold this rag underneath that way. Put some Loctite in here. Well, it looks like I got more on the napkin than I did the thread, but that's okay. We got some on the threads. Next, we're going going to put our 2 washers back on. Okay, so this goes on here like that. No shit. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to tighten this back. Okay. So that's, in theory, what it's going to look like. I'll do some adjusting here in a minute, but that's pretty much how that's going to look, and we'll tighten it all up once we're done. All right, next we're going to move on to the other side. Wire brush handy. Sometimes you want to get a wire brush to clean the threads. Alright, now we got this side. I'll just drop that right in there. Okay. And let me get the thread locker. Well, there's going to be a lot less threads on that one. It should be okay. Well, it's okay. We'll just wipe it. Why do I feel like... Okay, yeah, that is what it is. Okay. So we will put these washers back on. I think I'm going to do away with this guy. This lock washer is going to take up a little space, and because I don't have many threads there, the Loctite is going to do the job for the lock washer. So we'll put this washer back on for sure. Okay. Now the fun part. Now I have to make sure I get these adjusted right, because it will drive me crazy and I will keep looking at it if they are not the same. So if you just want to scoot back, I'm going to sit on the bike here, get it upright. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, so that one. That's good. Huh. Interesting. Now this is probably looking a little weird because I have aftermarket levers. So it's looking a little uneven. Never really thought about that when I went to order it. Well, it is what it is. We're just gonna roll with it for now. Alright, so I'm gonna adjust the brake side first. So I think I kind of see where that was. I think that's gonna be like right there. Turn this up a little bit. That hits, so maybe we'll come back a little bit. Okay. So that's maxed out, that won't hit, so that's where we're going to be, which is fine. It's comfortable. All right. Okay. Okay, that's good right there. Still clear right here. Now I'm going to adjust the other side. Just a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to adjust this. About how much space I have from the windscreen on both sides. Okay. All right. So now we're going to adjust the mirror. I think that's about it. I just want it to look even on both sides, which I think that is about it. Yeah. Of course the mirror moves, so I'll move it back. Okay. That's close. Does that look about even? Just a little bit more. Okay, that looks right about there. Double check the clearance. And this got to move back just a touch. All right, well, I believe that's it. That's what we're looking at. So, unfortunately, there's no more cold weather really to test these out, but I think they look pretty cool. I went with black because everything up top is black. I didn't want to get too crazy with matching colors or anything, so I figured the black hand guards would just match the bars and risers. And that is the finished result. Alright, so let me know what you think.